Welcome to Sharbi, the meme queen that's been shaking up Ethereum, Solana, and Shibarium since January 2023. Sharbi isn't just another meme coin, it's a sleeping giant with real utility and passive income built right in. And guess what? We're still massively undervalued. But that won't last long. With our Sharbi Dream Factory and volume boosters, we're driving real volume and delivering real impact, helping projects skyrocket. And here's the best part. Over $1 million in rewards have already been paid out to our loyal holders. But that's just the beginning. Sharbi.fun is launching soon, a revolutionary platform where you can launch big, earn big, and get rewarded. Our goal? 100 million market cap, and we're just getting started. So do yourself a favor and buy Sharbi now.
Yo. Hey, everybody.
Hello. Good morning.
What's going on?
What's going on? Welcome, everyone. Hot Seat 16 coming in hot on this Monday. It's been such an energetic, I don't know, the weekend. It felt very long, and it also felt very fast and long. So Hot Seat 16 brought to you by the Sharbi Dream Factory. We hold this space every Monday. We bring on 3 projects. We talk to them. We hear about their project, and we get to stream live to our YouTube account, all our YouTube viewers over there, and on X. And it's a good time. It's a good time. And, you know, the projects that we've had on here, I follow them. You know, I'm in the TGs, and they're just always, they're just grinding, right? Really great people, really great projects. And that's kind of, this was born out of just giving that exposure and getting to hear what they're up to. So thank you for joining us. We have Shibarium Gems, Sassy, and Corruptfun. And Sassy hasn't joined us yet today. I don't know if they're lost in the metaverse, but hopefully they join up and we can hear from them at the tail end of the stream.
Yeah, so it actually becomes a little bit of a Shibarium special, which I love. I love the Shibarium specials. So yeah, we have Shibarium Gems, which is a place where you can find great long-term safe projects that have been building on Shibarium, and we have Corruptfun, who are a crew that we've worked with a lot. The tip bot we've used, I've overused to the point where I get yelled at pretty often. And yeah, very, very excited to talk to the crew and catch up on what's been going on. It's been a little bit, everybody's been busy, everybody's been building, and excited to hear about it.
Glad to be here with everybody. I appreciate that. It's a special day for Shibarium, you know, hot seat. Love to see it's all here. Sassy, I believe, is Sassy on Solana? Is that a?
There's Solana, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on Solana. Mm-hmm.
Same here. Shibarium, Solana, we go hand in hand. We need more friendships there, back and forth with that volume. So, no, thanks for having us, and always a pleasure to be with Zach and Shibarium Gems.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I like Corruptfun.
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you run it. I'm going back to work, going mute mode. I'll jump into with some questions.
Okay. You want to take it away, Corruptfun. Tell us what you've been up to, what you guys are doing over on Solana and Shibarium.
Yeah, so it's just been a lot of building, a lot of working, a lot of networking, a lot of growing. Honestly, it feels like we have really taken a great placeholder over on Shibarium. We're highly known, I guess, or I like to think that we are on the Shibarium ecosystem, and people are very aware of our project and what we do and what we have done in the past. So we continue to grow over there and have people continuing to push and work, and our Shibarium team is just locked in. Currently building out more of our infrastructure on Solana side as well. I've made a lot of partnerships and connections that are soon to be announced with friends that I've met within the space, just from networking and being, you know, all within the ecosystems. That'll allow us to hopefully get this on Solana to where we think it should be, the valuation that it should be. And that's something I'm excited to be able to do, especially seeing how, the run is starting to kick off. We're seeing it with the market is heating up, Bitcoin new all-time highs, just everything really moving. Even Bone is up right now, and we'd love to see it. We love to see the network activity and everything happening. So just really been laying the foundation, making connections, really working towards bettering the bot, getting some new host provided services up, and integrating new tools that help everybody out. That you'll see more of a lean into our memetics now that we know what's going on with the election and how this is happening. We really plan on ramping up some of the memetics and the joke of Corruptfun in the world all around us to help bring awareness with new video content, new art, and ways to really get the name out there even more. But just working.
Yes. So a few things I want to ask. And state. So first off, I had so much fun in Toronto. I did a one-on-one with Kitten, and it was a lot of fun. We did like a hot seat live from Toronto. We recorded it, but then it took me like a week to post it because I had never done a live on camera with my face. So I was super nervous, but anywho, it's out there, it's floating around. And it was your stickers were everywhere. It was like, anywhere I went, there was a sign, and then I saw Corruptfun everywhere I went. So that was
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
I really appreciated
so
that.
Those, oh yeah, of course. You guys are great. But for those listening, and Hero made his funny little comment because he tends to burn and tip, and then I'm like, do we have Sharbi left? Tell the viewers about the tip bot, the burn tip bot that they can integrate into their Telegram. And I think what's very advantageous for some crews, like not everybody can hire a raid team, right? And we're in this time right now. The energy is high. We feel that Bitcoin all-time highs, and you want to sometimes reward your community. And so my favorite part, the tip bot, is that if your community doesn't have a raid team, but your community can come together, and if there's people grinding and working, you're showing them and it can be whatever you choose, right? Like I give Hero sometimes like 3 cents for his contributions in the chat, but any amount, like you can tip people inside your Telegram. And I just love that because some people just really are devoted to Sharbi, and they produce beautiful art, videos, AI videos, and I get to like show them gratitude by tipping them. So do you want to tell just the viewers quickly how it works and how they could perhaps reach out or integrate it into their Telegram?
Yeah, for sure. No, I appreciate that. And that's honestly why we made it in our favorite part, is just being able to have that tool to give back to community members, or to, show that there's value in work being done, whether it be, rating, creation, whatever it is. So ultimately, the bot allows you to integrate your own token into your Telegram chat to be able to tip your community for their work done, for anything that is, thought of, burning as well. We've burned a ton of CFun throughout the time, and it works on all layer 2 networks plus Solana. And it's something that's been very useful for a lot of projects to get off the ground, even just from, tipping Solana or Bone or Base. We have some communities that actually use it just to, tip each other in native tokens. Say you don't want to share your supply of your tokens, or, you have a very finite amount of supply. It's hard to be able to spread that around and feel comfortable giving it to some people. So we were glad to be able to offer the ability to tip in, pure native tokens like Solana. It also allows you to play games within your Telegram, like blackjack and dice, and that allows you to then, kind of build a marketing wallet up. So you create the pool as your token, and that allows you to play with those tokens. And we like to say that the house always wins, but it is a fair, close to 50-50 odds. So the players definitely, I've seen some people take their bags from, so they have 6,000 CFun in it, and one guy ran it up to over 1 million CFun just by playing blackjack and having the ability to, win. Did he lose it all over time? Probably, yeah. He's probably down, but it's a great way for you as a community to play games and everybody interact within the chat with one another, and then build out a marketing pool or create funds for rewards or whatever it is that your project needs. It allows you to gain those tokens to do so. And that's what we did it for, just to give utility to these projects that truly are here to, build and grow and want to have some sort of foundation, but they need some utility or something to give value to those tokens instantly. And this is a way to do so.
100%. And you know what? I also have utilized the Corruptfun tip bot as an onboarding mechanism to Shibarium. So like at ETH Toronto, we would ask people to join our Telegram, correct? And then I would tip them, and here we were all tipping in Shibarium, Sharbi. So what that does is that brings on that now we have a holder on Shibarium, and they're new to the Telegram, new to Sharbi, but now they're a holder on Shibarium. And so we can onboard users that way too, or even into your project, whatever chain you're on, Solana or Shibarium. You go and tip someone that might not be holding on that chain. Now they're a holder. So really great. It's been so great for our TG. And even though I give a lot of shit to Hero for the amount of supply he burns and others, I do appreciate it. I think it's just it's a great feature, and it just has so many benefits. So anyone listening, if you haven't, if you're looking for a way to tip your community, onboard, interactive marketing, all of these things are kind of bundled into what Corruptfun has to offer. So
even KOLs, even if you want to have a call group, we have call groups that use it to tip each other Solana for good plays. So trying to work more into that as well. It's a trader's market, and we're trying to develop some tools that can help traders as well. And that's in the works to come. And like I said, just been kind of quiet building. I like where we've been, just low key, kind of low profile, growing and seeing who's here to stay and who's wants to make something more out of this. And the community has stepped up in a big way. So I'm excited to be a part of it. And thank you for the highlight as always and having us on the hot seat. And we're always here to help. You can reach out to us, follow us at Corruptfun on Twitter, at Corruptfun on Telegram, and come into the community, see what it's all about.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And I have to give a shout out to Stratton. He's the head of tattoos over at Sharbi. If you don't know what that's about, you'd have to be part of our BBC, and we will give you more information once you come in and join. But he has a very important role over there. But he joined us this morning on the hot seat, and it's great to see him. So thank you, Stratton, for joining.
No problem. Thanks for the invite. Nice to be here.
Nice having you. I love when I kind of like just go into our chat and I'm like, any Sharbians want to join up in the hot seat today? And just great to hang out and have them join us and be here. Thanks for coming back, Hero. Zach, how are you?
What's going on? Yeah, real good.
It's Monday. Yeah. It's feeling good. We feel the energy. I feel the energy. Exciting times.
Yes.
Locking
exciting
in.
Time. 100%. Market's pumping. Everything's moving up. Shibone, the whole ecosystem projects, all that kind of stuff is good. And that's why I was literally laying in bed one night and I'm like, because I went through some stuff with some people and I'm like, there's got to be kind of a safe place to send new investors on Shibarium. So then I created Shibarium Gems, but I don't want it to be mine. I want it to be the project owner's community driven kind of deal. And, a place for if someone's coming to look at the blockchain, they bridge over some bone, they can come to a kind of a safe place that's been vetted by the Shib OGs and, the projects that are actually building, not just pump and dumps. Like, don't get me wrong. I love meme coins. I love all that stuff. There's money to be made, but it doesn't mean they're going to last the next 48 hours, because I'm a diehard trader and that's what I do all the time. And I'm like, there needs to be a safe place where, people have been vetted, projects been vetted, they can come over and they can feel safe about getting into these projects. So that's why I created Shibarium Gems 100%. And the nice thing about that too is it will never stop. I do have some rules in it. Basically, the community votes any new project that comes up that's been around 6 months. There's a poll. Anyone can make a poll. And if the community vote to put that on the gems list, then they're there. So yeah, it's pretty great. And I want to support the projects that have been around building all the time, because sometimes they don't get highlighted at all. even by the by the top team or anything. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I feel like these are the projects that make Shibarium great, and they need to be recognized. And I don't get paid for this. This is just out of my time. I do it for the Shib Army and a safe space for everyone. So that's really what it is. I don't have a X account. I don't have a website. None of that. I just keep it straight to Telegram. I needed a platform too, where because I host spaces with Zach Humphreys, I can send people if they're interested in the Shib ecosystem. I can just point them right to this one thing, and then from there they can branch out and check all the great projects without me having to copy and paste everyone's Telegram links and all this crap that I just don't have time for. So I think this is a great little hub for some OG projects building, and that will be around for a long time and prove themselves. So it's really about recognition for the little guy.
Yeah, 100%. And I like the idea, because what you find is, especially, we're building alongside Shibarium, right? And a lot of us projects that came to Shibarium early, we knew that this would be the path, right? Like there wasn't we knew it wouldn't happen overnight. But I think that giving someone somewhere to go to see, because sometimes we get like in our tunnel, right? We're focused, we're doing spaces, we're in our TG. I like that I can go in there and I can see the projects that are in there, what they're doing. Because we just don't have the capacity to be in every Telegram, right? Or go find and vet and look into every project that's launching. So instead we have this one centralized place where, we know that they're not going to be 48 hours. We know that they are working and grinding and working towards making Shibarium great. So I appreciate it for that.
Yeah, no, I love it. And, no one will ever get banned for speaking their mind, even if we argue like previous, I didn't ban that person, some other person did, but I would never ban anyone for speaking their mind. And I think it's great, there's a lot of good things going on in Shibarium. And I really think as the whole ecosystem, us as project owners need to band together, get out there, do spaces, do stuff like this, you know what I mean? And actually promote it, because the market's hot and we don't want to get left in the dust. And being proactive is better. Crypto is 95% promotion, 5% utility. And promotion, I consider that also community together. So this is not a time to sit around and, just do nothing. So I'm trying to band all the owners together and trying to make it a point to get it out of people's head where even if you bring them in here and they buy maybe not your project, maybe they make some money off of that and then go to another project. So that's kind of the way I look at it. I mean, obviously my project's Coyote and I moved it down the list so it wouldn't be biased or anything like that, because I'm really just doing this out of the generous of my heart for Shibarium and all, this whole great ecosystem. And I want to see everyone succeed, and moving in numbers is how you get attention. So if they come in and they buy Corruptfun, right? You know what I mean? And they hold that and then oh shit, I should look at this one. I should look at Sharbi. And then they go buy that one. It's a win-win for both projects. Yes. So that's the way I look at it. And I'm actually going to put the Shibarium gems on my Tapper bot, which is basically it's a marketing tool. Even though you can earn Coyote with it, the main purpose of it, I think most people are kind of fading it, is as a marketing tool, kind of like the Corruptfun's bot. It's in different telegrams, and this is a huge network of outside chains. Which for me, the only way to grow is bringing outside people in. So I'm creating basically something like huge marketing aspect around it with the Tapper bot, and I'm going to have this link in there where they can earn, points and stuff. Faux tokens, and then I reward them with real tokens if they come in this group, and then they check out all these projects that are on the list. So this is an ongoing thing. This thing will never change. I thought about doing a token, and then I said, you know what, screw that. I don't want to take away from the projects. I was going to do it for marketing, where I can, pay big influencers and stuff, and that get some attention on it. But I'm like, I really don't want to take away from the project. So it's really just grinding this Telegram. I'm not trying to make it too complicated, but well vetted is the key. So, all right, I'll shut up now.
No, it's great. It's great. I mean, it's so needed. I was just sitting here thinking like a mega space would be really fun with all the projects, right? To have them come up and get a mega space together with all the Shibarium gems. Anyway, that's where I was thinking, just because I that's how I find projects too, right? Or something like this, just being able to just hear about what others are doing and taking the time to pause, especially if you're in your own project, but then giving that exposure maybe to some on X that don't know whether that's about Shibarium or any of the projects for that matter.
Yeah, and I don't think it's about stealing other people from other communities. No, if you go into a space, right, you want to be in space with 30 to 60 to 100 people and figure out what the FOMO is. I'm talking like outside people on X listening. You don't want to be in space with 3 or 4 people. There's no hype around that. You know what I mean? So I feel like if we all band together at some point, do a mega space where it's not just the top tokens on Shibarium. It's a list of well-vetted projects, and if people buy it, they buy it. But if not, you get the exposure, and banding together is how you win in the space. If you go into some of these Solana tokens and stuff, because I'm trading a lot of Solana stuff because gas is cheap, they raid so hard. So I would love to see Shib Army and everyone band together and raid the shit out of everything, because this is the time. The market's hot and you got to move, and there's no time for slowing down. So, and just want to make Shibarium great again. So that's why I created this Telegram, and that's kind of which is going to keep it moving, really.
I love it. I love it. It's needed. And if there's anything that we can do, I definitely will support that, because, I was in a huge spaces just last week, and a guy came on and said, well, how do I find a community? Like, we have to remember the newcomer and welcome the newcomer, right? There are people that are hearing about crypto or BTC's reaching all-time highs, and they're going to be like, what's this meme coin thing? And come in, and they don't know. He didn't know. Like, well, how do you find a good community? How do I get on Telegram? It's like, so we have to remember there's always those newcomers too, and those are ones we want to attract at the same time, right?
100%. And now we kind of have like a Telegram hub to send them to, really, for this project, Sharbi, Corruptfun. There's so many great projects on there, and they're well vetted. And if I don't have the answer, someone else will respond, which is nice, because I can't do everything, but I trust everyone that's in there to give the right information. You know what I mean? And it's not putting it on everyone. It's just, you just never know. That one person that could onboard into this could find, Sharbi or Corruptfun and dump 10K into it. You just don't know what people have in this space. I've learned that, always never judge anyone. You never know who's a whale. I know some big whales that peep into these spaces and they don't say anything. They're just listening. So if we can send them to a place like this and they look at any of these projects, you never know. It could just send it to the moon, and that's the catalyst to get Shibarium on the map. Because I really think we need that one token that just, sends it. Every chain has that one token that just brings the attention. And if we can get them in and feel safe at first and not just get, scammed or rugged or something, that will keep them in the space longer. And eventually it will trickle down to all these projects. So that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I think the hardest part with Shibarium is just getting people there, and I think that's where we need that group effort, and most of the time it's gonna take one freaking person at a time, right? Like, you need to find that person, lock in on that person, show them how, educate them on Shibarium, and it really is almost like a door-to-door sales on this right now, until it blows up, until it starts, the right people see it, and like you said, a project blows up. And I think that's where this group mentality comes together, and the fact that Bone is so underpriced, like, makes it to where really all these projects can win just by getting people to use the chain, because Bone going up, the chain usage going up, really that exposure for the gas token really is going to make us all winners. I mean, really, like if you're looking at it right now, even just compared to like February, March of last year, we're like 2.5, almost 3x. I think it was 3x what it is now, just at the all-time high of this year. That's insane numbers you're talking for all these projects that are backed in liquidity with it. So
right, no, 100%. And then what comes down to it is also bridging, swapping. That's a whole nother ball game in itself. But we have to give them a reason to bridge their bone over, because they can just stay on ETH and swap. They could just trade it all day. They don't even need to come over. But for me, I had to come up with a plan. Like, why should they bridge their bone over to come to these great legitimate projects and be able to, leave their money in and hopefully, see a pump, get a return, and invest in the projects that have utility. So that was another reason I created this, because they can bridge their bone over and then they're lost. Like, where the hell do they go to find a decent project that's been around? So we're trying to do the vetting process to, save them a step. For me, the key is keep everything easy as possible. And this Telegram will be living on forever. And, even the new project that's, 6 months from now, if they haven't done anything shady and everything's legitimate, no devs rugged it, boom, they can come on the list. So it's kind of an ongoing thing and it'll never stop. That's the best part about it. So just want to give them a safe haven and good devs, really. And then I feel comfortable about, okay, cool, they got into that project. That's awesome. Now they'll check out all these other projects.
What do you think, Stratton? You haven't been on here before. I gotta call you out. Oh, we got a few words from him. That's he's probably doing some designs for the tattoos right now.
Yes, they are. I'm excited.
All right, so we've talked about Shibarium. We've talked about some great projects and what they can do. I think that with Sharbi, I think that we ourselves see ourselves as someone who can kind of bring attention to projects and what people are building, and that's always been our goal for Shibarium, is to really kind of try to lead the way. I know LTD is moving to Shibarium, which is a huge thing, and that's going to be a great addition. We just had Bad AI come over. Canine's there now. We're starting to see some bigger projects kind of move over, and some liquidity definitely kind of move into Shibarium. Now it's about getting that liquidity into traders, right? Because what we need on Shibarium right now is people making transactions, trading. And that's what I'm excited to see, because, there are minting transactions going on, but those don't really, help builders on the chain. It is burning SHIB, and it is creating transactions on the chain, but it isn't doing much for really the chain. So excited to see, projects bring builders and that bring traders. And that's where we're trying to come in now. So we are actually testing live now, Sharbi.fun. So we are launching Sharbi.fun very soon on Shibarium. We're testing it live. All revenue from Sharbi.fun is going back into our ecosystem, back into helping Shibarium. There is going to be some unique reward systems where those projects can choose to actually donate a small portion of their supply that we'll be using to spread across Shibarium, and some very unique things that we're going to be doing. So really excited about what we're able to do there. We are going to be really working hard to recruit some developers from outside, some people that have some kind of influence that can launch, that can bring some new faces into Shibarium, and really funnel that into these projects that are building utilities and really showcase that. So we are going to be really definitely trying to funnel people into using things like the Corruptfun tip bot, into joining the Shibarium Gyms channel and checking these things out. And I think that having this ongoing funneling system kind of like through all these things where, okay, you're on Shibarium, now check out this tip bot. Now check out, the Shibarium Gyms, see all these other projects, see what's being built, see LTD, see Bad AI, where you can trade, and K9, where you can trade for pennies, and you can stake, and you can earn, and you can do all these things with low gas fees. So I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about the direction Shibarium is going. There's a lot of teasing going on about what's going to be coming next from the Shib team as well. But I think that I love myself seeing projects taking it into their own hands, individuals taking it into their own hands and finding ways to promote. And this is where, we really are a grassroots movement, where, whatever else happens is going to be gravy. But if we are working together to push this, I think we have a great number of people and projects and builders that really, we can showcase on Shibarium. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think what goes with that too is I'm pushing whitelisting, right? You want active traders and stuff. Don't make them go find a contract address, copy, paste. Like that's hard. That's hard in itself. If they could whitelist most of these projects, that would be so fast for me to just go on there. That's another reason I stalled out, because I don't really have the time to go find the community, find the right contract address, because there's a million pairs. People are pairing everything to everything. I mean, it's crazy. But if they can whitelist this stuff, it's not on them if someone fucks up. It's just part of it, but it makes it easier to trade. That's my thing. You want big whales to come over? They want to be able to hop on like Shiba Swap or Chewy Swap and see all these lists of tokens. Boom, I can go into that. I can go into that real quick, fast, kind of like Solana's doing. So I'm a big trader in Solana this bull cycle, even though I'm a Shibarium and Shib Maxi, but it comes also with ease. Things have to be easy. And if they do whitelist things, I think we'll see more volume instantly just because it's easier.
Agreed.
That's my personal opinion. I'm not speaking for anyone else. That's Zach from Subway talking.
I see Stratton came back. Stratton, are you there?
Yeah, I was having a few microphone problems, so it was kind of cutting in and cutting out. So yeah, I'm back and listening. Yeah, it sounds really good. It's nice to hear all the developments are going on. Also Shibarium and how it's taken form. So yeah, exciting stuff.
Yeah, and for those listening, Stratton is he is our Boom Boom Capital greeter, but he's also just a very valued member of Sharbi. Has been in Sharbi for a long time, and is one of the more regular Scrum meeting attendees to talk about building, and we have regular Scrum meetings on Sharbi, so where we talk about direction and what we're building and what's going on, and it's just awesome to see people like that in the community that join up and really want to contribute and do contribute in so many different ways. So just highlighting Stratton a little bit.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, and it's just a great place to be honest with you, and so many people that are just helping each other and moving forward in the same cause, and just a great atmosphere. So yeah, pleased to be part of it, to be honest.
Thanks, Stratton. Thank you. Okay, guys. Well, you know what? I'm just totally bummed out that Sassy isn't here, but I'm gonna bring them back. They are just grinding, and they're a great team. Got to know them even more so in planning the hot seat. So I'm very confident that something maybe IRL came up, and I knew they were very excited to be here. So I will definitely bring them back next week. We'll see if they can join us. But like Hero said, Stratton, thank you for joining us today. Really happy to have you here. Corruptfun, Zach, you know, this is what it's about. We're all here. It's great. The sentiment is great. The energy is high. I think we just keep going. We keep grinding. We figure it out. We do it. And, you know, we're the change makers in my mind. So I am grateful for both of you joining us today. Amazing projects. Let's go. Hero probably had to jump off for something. I'll bite. We will see you next week. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. It's brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Let's go.
Let's go.